World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
Good day. This is World News in 5 here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. Following the destruction caused by Hurricane Helene, Florida is preparing for a bigger storm that might cause even greater damage to the southeastern state of the United States of America. In a statement on X, U.S. President Joe Biden said he just approved an emergency declaration from the state of Florida and ordered federal assistance to supplement response efforts that may arise due to emergency conditions resulting from Hurricane Milton. According to the U.S. National Hurricane Center, or NHC, Hurricane Milton, classified as a Category 5 storm compared to the Category 4 of Hurricane Helene, is currently in the Gulf of Mexico, packing winds of up to 250 kilometers per hour and could reach the coastal waters of Florida by Wednesday evening or early Thursday morning. NHC said the hurricane will most likely make landfall near the Tampa Bay area, accompanied by a potential dangerous storm surge. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis warned citizens of the hurricane's path and advised them to evacuate as soon as possible. Mandatory evacuation orders have been issued in several Florida counties. A year after the attack perpetrated by Hamas militants on October 7th last year, Israel remembered the victims and those abducted in various ceremonies in the country. But the fighting continues as Israel reported to have intercepted over 100 missiles fired by Hezbollah in Lebanon, including rockets sent by Houthi rebels. The Israeli military, on the other hand, conducted airstrikes across Gaza and Lebanon, targeting Hamas militants and Hezbollah fighters respectively. The Israel Defense Forces, or IDF, said around 100 jet fighters pummeled over 120 Hezbollah targets in Lebanon, including the country's eastern Bekaa Valley. IDF also warned fishermen and residents in and around the Awali River to refrain from entering the beach or sail the sea, as Israel would soon launch operations on Lebanon's southern coast. And news from the Philippines Foreign Service Post, the Philippine Embassy in Brunei Darussalam welcomed the officers of the BRP Andres Bonifacio during their courtesy call on Monday, October 7th, led by Commander Reynante Del Prado and Deputy Commander Captain Glenn Dizon. Ambassador Marian Jocelyn Tirol Ignacio, together with Defense Attaché Colonel Gary Atienza, hosted the delegation. The Philippine Navy ship BRP Andres Bonifacio is in Brunei for the Maritime Training Activity, or MTA Seagull 09 2024, designed to strengthen maritime cooperation between the Philippine and Royal Brunei navies through joint exercises. Meanwhile, the embassy also welcomed Philippine Air Force or PAF Major Gerald Burkag and Captain Shahid Gajali during their courtesy call with Ambassador Marian Jocelyn Tirol Ignacio, accompanied by Defense Attaché Colonel Gary Atienza. The officers are in Brunei for the S-70I Recurrent Flight Simulator Training at the CAE Brunei Multi-Purpose Training Center from the 7th to 11th of October. The visit highlights the continued strong relations between the Philippines and Brunei, particularly in defense and military training cooperation. And that concludes today's edition of World News in 5. For Radyo Pilipinas World Service, this is Leo Magpayo. Good day.
World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.